Hello and welcome to another Freedom Resource episode. I'm Kenya Halliburton, and today I want to share with you a really cool tool called the Marinara Timer. This tool is amazing for helping you manage your social media marketing and engagement activities more meaningfully and effectively. So one of the things that I've been working on in my business here of late is to show up on social media more meaningfully and effectively without becoming a prisoner to it, right? Because you probably have the same problem that I have, and that is there's only 24 hours in a day. And within that 24 hours, you have to pack in managing and wrangling the kids. You have to pack in chores. You have to pack in time with family members and spouses, significant others. You have to pack in homework time. You have to pack in breakfast, lunch, and dinner, errands, and a bunch of other things, working with clients. And so that's a lot of stuff to try to get done in a day. And sometimes we aren't present while doing those things because we're trying to catch up on our social media, or sometimes we abandon social media altogether because we got so much other things going on in our lives, we just can't figure out where to fit it in. And so one of the things that I've been working on trying to do is build routines. And part of the routine that I've started is to set aside time every day for meaningful connection. And for me, that looks like 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is time that I set aside for social media management and connection engagement. And one of the tools that I started using to help me do that is this timer. Now, you see on the screen that the timer is paused, and that's because I paused it previously to set an appointment or to complete an appointment that I had scheduled during that time, because this is a brand new routine and clearly I have to get used to that or used to looking at my calendar. And then I recorded a video going through all of this and didn't realize that I didn't record the sound. So we're starting all over here. But so you see this is paused, so it's not active. But if it wasn't paused, you would see all zeros here. I'm going to reset that because that's weird. So if I scroll down, you'll see this information here. You'll see where I have, my Twitter, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Google, and the time that I set aside to work on it, work on each network, and then the time that I started and the time that I ended. So let me just walk you through this really quickly here. So if I set the new timer, you see I have different options to choose a timer. I'll come back and do a segment on using the Pomodoro timer or Pomodoro timer. I always get that wrong. And maybe the kitchen timer. But what I want to focus on with you today is the custom timer. So if I click the custom timer, you will see I have all the different networks that I want to focus on: Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google. And you see the power of 3. I'll share with you in another video what the power of 3 strategy is, because that's a really cool method as well to help you manage your social media more effectively. So, and then next to each network, you see the time that I've allowed it to be active on each network. Now, why did I choose these time frames? I'm testing it out based on how important I feel each network is to my business, right? And I've set the time limits low deliberately because I didn't want to be too ambitious, and I wanted to kind of figure out and get a feel for, how much time it takes to engage meaningfully on each network based on how it's important to my business. So anyway, once you set up each network you want to focus on here, and when you click the start timer, it'll start counting down. So this is counting down for Twitter. So basically what I would do is I would open up my Twitter account, and then I would go ahead and do whatever activities I'm doing on Twitter. And then once this 5 minutes is up, I'll hear my angelic song. You can actually choose what type of alarm goes off once your timer has ended. And once I hear singing, I'll know that it's time to move on to the next network. So scrolling back down here, you'll know what network you're working on in case you forget. by which one is highlighted. And you can see here when it started and when it ended, and you can get a feel for how long it takes you to engage on each network. And so the way that I'm using this is, if the timer is going off and I feel like I still need to do some things, then I'll extend that time the next day. And if there's a network that I think I should probably spend a little less time on, I'll decrease that time the next day, right? Just to try to find what flow works. But this is really cool for making sure that you don't spend too much time on social media, because social media can be a time suck and a distraction, keeping you from doing some of the other more important things in your business to generate money and serve your clients better, or just to spend some much needed me time. So I hope that you found this helpful. If so, let me know in the comments below. I'll do some more videos on the marinara timer and how you can use it strategically to create more meaning and productivity in your life and business. Until next time, I wish you an abundance of success, joy, and freedom.